born in 1863, which is right in the middle of the Civil War. Actually was born in Alabama, as I recall, and his family moved to North Carolina when he was still very young. Because he died on April 1st, 1934.
What is Edward Poux's significance towards Johnson County?
Okay, he was elected to Congress from the 4th Congressional District, which in those days included not just Johnston County, but also Wake County, which is Raleigh, Orange County, Chapel Hill area, went all the way to Asheboro. So there's a lot of people he represented, including Wake County, which is the county of Raleigh, the big city. And yet he was the congressman of that area. Being from Johnston County, I'm sure he was able to get appropriations and projects done for Johnston County that perhaps a congressman coming from one of those other counties might not have done. So it's pretty important that the congressman comes from your home territory.
Edward Pugh was the head of the Rules Committee from 1917 to 1919. He also played a part in getting involved in World War I. His son was one of the Johnston County citizens that died in World War I. He also was against the women's right to vote.
What kind of congressman was he?
Well, he was a Democrat, and in those days, most North Carolina office holders were Democrats, starting about 1900, which was a good thing in this state, but in Washington, or in Congress, he was up at times and he was down at times. Think about the time Congressman Pugh was serving was in the before 1930, and before that, long before the Civil Rights Movement. In those days, of course, everything was segregated, and yet it's curious that he asked that this be put on his tombstone, and he says, "I know not what record of sin awaits me in the other world, but this I know, that I was never mean enough to despise a man because he was ignorant, or because he was poor, or because he was black." 1934.